Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. And this is a video for Mark in Kentucky. And Mark is interested in this Suzuki Carry. Let me just turn my paper over here. This is a 1995 Suzuki Carry. It's a four-wheel drive, four-speed with a high and low transfer case, and it has 37,221 original miles. So Mark is a long distance customer, and for our long distance customers, we want to do a very careful job um, of conveying the actual condition of the truck uh, as much as that's within our ability to do. And so that's what this is going to be, is a depiction of the truck as accurately as possible. So let's go ahead and let's get that going because it is raining. So I'm going to put this on 90% there. Actually, that's 80%. There's 90%. All right. So now we're going to go around the perimeter of the windshield, and this is just pollen, is all that is. And it's just starting to rain. So um, around the perimeter looks nice. No rust. We do have where a rock on the highway came up and nicked the paint, and a little tiny one there where it's just a little, what I call a pebble peck. And that's a scratch there. So now what I want to do is I want to come across the front of the truck and look for any damage there in terms of dings or dents. And I actually don't see any. Let me take another look from this direction. Yeah, no dings or dents on the front. Now we're going to come down the door pillar and look here. We have a dent right here. That actually looks like it wants to pop out. So if you were to take off the interior door panel, you could probably push that out without too much trouble. And it'll look a whole lot better than it does right now. So now what I want to do is wipe the raindrops off so I can see. So yeah, up here and here, the door is straight. Good looking tire. That looks good there. Now, this is actually ding free. Yep, no dings on that bedside panel. Now we want to look underneath the bed at the bottom of the bed and see what that looks like. That looks really good. Now we do have seam rust. Seam rust right here. Seam rust is where it was spot welded together. Here where the weld is. Here, which is quite common, and it's not anything to be concerned about. It's a pretty common thing. Now here, we do have the ribs are pretty scratched up, but that's just from use. And so you can see where, they use the bed, but this is just scratched. and surface rusted. It is not um, it's not damaged or rust through. Now we're gonna wipe this off and look at the tailgate, and we have one ding there, and we have that's it. We have a dent here, um, and I think this is a ding. Now we're gonna look at this bedside panel, and this actually has a ding here, scratches here, scratches here, and that's it. We did replace the battery because the battery was bad. Here is seam rust on this side, and a look under the bed over here. All right. Now, let's close this window. Now we're going to come down the door post to look at the door on this side. Guys, this looks really, really nice. And it does have a leaf there, but it has a crease right there, and also a scrape right there. Now we're going to look at the inner fender here, and let's see. The back of the cab looks good. No dents, just some surface rust right there. But that's that is just surface rust. That's not rust through. I want to make sure we can see that. That looks nice under there. The seat back looks very good. Now we're going to come over to the driver's side and do the same thing. Okay, so that door panel looks really good. And that looks really good. No rust. All right. Under here on the driver's side looks really good. And here's the seat cushion on the driver's side. That looks nice. And the seat back looks beautiful. So this seat is not, you can't make it closer. This is just right for somebody that's, 5'10" and below. You'd be very comfortable. If you're 6'2" or something, it's going to be a little tight. But we've had plenty of people who are 6'2" or something like that. In my opinion, if you're 6'5", it's going to be tight, and you're going to have to be familiar with accommodating to a tight situation. But if you're 5'10" or 5'2", you're going to be wonderful. So there you go. Now we are in two-wheel drive. This is how you put the truck in four-wheel drive. Notice that this light just illuminated right here. And when I go into two-wheel drive, it's going to shut off. But this light stays on here. That is your axle lock. So now you have to push that button until it releases. And so now I'm going to take some pressure off the drive line, and there it goes. That's a Suzuki for you. So it shuts off when you back up and take the pressure off the drive line. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a U-turn here and turn the truck around and go down this hill. Okay, here we go. Mayberry Mini Trucks is responsible for mini trucks being street legal in North Carolina. We got the law introduced to the North Carolina House and Senate and voted on. We had to testify before the House and Senate transportation subcommittees and help them write the legislation. And we were able to get it voted on, and it passed both chambers. And then Governor Roy Cooper signed the bill into law. And so now it is the law. And we're very happy about that. We will give you a clear title. We don't charge anything extra. There's no extra fee or anything like that. Saying, now you have to pay a doc fee or a prep fee or a title fee. There's none of that. Um, let's see. We have serviced the vehicle. Oh, I'm supposed to be getting it up to speed. Sorry, guys. Ah! Okay. So there's 55. No problem. Feeling good. So you saw I didn't really have much room to get it up to speed, and it really went up quickly. That's a good thing. Um, that's, so now we're going to turn around, and now we're going to go uphill. So the reason we're going to go uphill is to see what it's like climbing this hill and see what kind of power it has. So this thing is already, I can tell it's responding really, really well. So this has excellent power. I can already, you can just feel it. Because I've driven thousands and thousands of mini trucks, and you just get a feel for it. So we're almost 80 kilometers per hour already. We're not even up to the sharp turn. So this thing has boatloads of power. So here we go. Now we're going to come around this 90-degree turn, and we are going 30 kilometers per hour. Watch this. I'm slowing down. 30 kilometers per hour, fourth gear, up a steep hill. So that means, and this thing is accelerating just incredibly handily. And that right there is remarkable. So that is an uncanny amount of torque for a mini truck. This may be amongst the best, most responsive mini trucks I've ever driven up that hill. I remember I had one a couple of weeks ago that was also really good, but this one takes a pretty high position. All right, we're going to let the UPS driver get by. Hey. All right, so here we go. Okay, guys. So that was an excellent, excellent test drive. This thing has boatloads of power. And, if it can make it up that hill, that is great. In fifth gear, starting super slow. So on this test drive, I could tell this thing was extraordinarily torquey. And so I went around that sharp curve, and then I slowed back down. I didn't like 35 enough. 35 kilometers, that's 21 miles per hour. I slowed it back down to 30 after I'd gone around that sharp 90-degree turn. Back down to 30, which is 18 or 19 miles per hour, and then started back up again. And I was in fourth gear the whole time. And I accelerated up to 80 kilometers per hour, which is like 45 miles per hour. Or no, that's 50 miles per hour. And which is an excellent, excellent sign of compression. Another way of saying the same thing is it's a sign of good horsepower. And so, yeah, very good test drive. A good looking truck, and low miles. I think we said it has 36,000. Was it 36,000? 37. So it's 59,000 kilometers. Yeah, 37,000 miles. That's right. So, guys, thank you for watching our video. And Mark, in Kentucky, if you are interested in this truck, this nice two-speed transfer case Suzuki, let us know. You can call us at 336-777-9957. And our email address is sales@mayberryminitrucks.com. And for those of you who'd like to see our website is mayberryminitrucks.com. Thank you for watching our video.